Hi Leo, this is your love reading for July 2022. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards for you, and it's not going to resonate with everyone, but if it does, after the video, there's a link in the description box below for your extended read. Now I'm going to go ahead and hang on, my cards are way over here. Okay, and I'll start this reading for you. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a Celtic cross. It's a little different than the 4 columns that I usually do, but some of you have asked me to do the Celtic cross for you, so yes, I am happy to do that. Okay. Now, this is not just for Leo, it's for Leo that's anywhere in your birth chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and divide these into 3. Okay, a card on the bottom of the deck is the Devil. Okay, sorry about that. But, you know, it's not always that bad. It just, this is the overall influence for the read. But, you know, it could be that it's letting you know that it's time to break free of certain situations and to release toxic people from your life. And I'm going to go ahead and place it there and lay this cross out for you. We're starting out with the 2 of Pentacles, and what's crossing you is the 5 of Cups. Okay, distant past is the King of Pentacles. Okay, Hermit, Queen of Swords, Ace of Cups. Let me lay out these 4 over here. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 2 of Cups, and Lovers. Okay, here we go. All right, so starting the readout, we have this 2 of Pentacles, and we also have the 5 of Cups. Now, with the 2 of Pentacles, you may have come across to some people, like maybe you were being self-involved, self-absorbed. Maybe you were paying attention and focusing on things that you felt were right for you, but there's other people in your life that seem to think that you're not noticing how they're feeling or what it is that they have bringing to the table for you. And the 5 of Cups goes along with that a lot, because while you are sitting here focusing on things that you've lost, you're not paying attention to the 2 of Cups that are behind you, which is basically love that somebody is offering you. And you know, this could be a very significant place in your life. So there could have been somebody in your life that maybe didn't treat you right, someone, of course, that was toxic, bringing you down, keeping you like trapped in a situation where you were uncomfortable with, and it was making you feel, you know, anxious and out of place, disjointed, that type of thing. And so, you know, after a while, you know, when there are people who do love you and they are feeling empathy for you, they're hurting for you, they're feeling what you're feeling, and you know, you're not noticing them at all, they begin to feel as if, you know, are you worth it? Are you that self-absorbed that you can, you know, only focus on one thing at a time, that you can only see the things that you're feeling yourself, and they're beginning to feel maybe a little ignored and left out. Okay, now this is just, you know, this is your ultimate outcome. You know, you could have had an perfect example of marriage through your parents or grandparents or somebody, and you saw what true love is supposed to look like, how people should interact with each other, and this was the example that was set for you. And, you know, it's what you expect. And when you meet someone and they don't exactly fall into that little category you feel like, you know, you want to change them, or you want to suggest them, or you want to guide them, or you want to lead them. But what you have to remember is that, you know, they're their own person. They have their own ways that they were brought up and the things that they believe and how it is. Who's to say that as they grow, you know, that they won't become this person? But it's not going to happen with you pushing them and prompting them or correcting them. You could end up losing them because of that, you know. And the devil in this in this reading here could possibly be you. It could possibly be a particular toxic part of you, maybe because of loss or some things that have happened to you in your life that you feel like you have to be like a control freak in the relationship. And, you know, that's not always good, but it does give you that opportunity to build things better, to, you know, recognize what it is you're doing and eliminate those things from what it is you're doing in this equation of this relationship. Because if this is a relationship that is really and truly important to you, then it's something that you might want to look at. Okay, so that's like your goal right there. All right, now in your distant past you have Hermit, and you know, the Hermit is telling me that, you know, you did experience loss, you did experience things that you had to like step back for a little bit and re-examine, and that is reflecting into what's going on currently, as you need to take a deeper look at what it is you're actually doing. Because sometimes in life we tend to repeat patterns over and over and over until we actually get it. Okay, and once you get it, you pass that test and you go on to the next level, and for a while that will seem amazing, but then you're going to get more tests so you can go on to the next level. So just because you achieve something or you get to a certain point in a relationship, it doesn't mean that there's going to be no more challenges and everything is smooth sailing. It has to do with that ability of the two people to mesh and to come together and work things the way that you are wanting them to go. Okay, so it's time to think back on, you know, those lessons you learned during that particular time that you know, you experienced that loss. And moving forward, you want to be able to hold on to some of that, because while you are only thinking about your feelings, you're not noticing that the person that you're with also has feelings, and they're feeling very upset about it. Okay, they're actually feeling as if you are the one that doesn't care right now. So with the Queen of Swords, definitely, again, this is another card about sorrow and hurts and lessons that are learned. You're wanting to move forward. It's definitely time to, you know, make those boundaries within yourself and be able to let those exit from your life so that you can have a better, make better choices with this person, because clearly this person is very important to you. You want them to feel as if they are with you because they love you and because they choose to be with you, not because they are chained to you or don't have a choice. If you're doing things like influencing by maybe, you know, candles or potions or spells or things like that, careful that you don't interfere with someone's free will, because, you know, that's kind of ick, and sometimes it can lead to some very obsessive and I don't really want to say abusive, but it can get that way because the person gets really confused about why they're staying when they really, really want to go. So just be careful about how far you push a person, or, you know, force them to stay with you for whatever reason, whether, you know, you're trying to make them feel guilty, or like I said, you're burning candles and using magic manipulation that way. This is really uncomfortable for me to say, because like I said, this is not going to resonate with everyone. Maybe parts will and some parts won't. Yeah, so Yeah, now there is an extended where we go into this a little bit further. So ultimately, this is what you want. This is what you desire. This is what you have coming, because, you know, you are going to be able to see where it is you need to draw those lines, and where, you know, you want this relationship to move forward in order to achieve this Ace of Cups. This is what you have to do. It's like those boundaries in yourself, and to use that sword and, you know, whack these chains. Don't bind this person to you, because they will feel resentful, okay? Let them be free, and you're going to be delighted in the fact that they're going to choose to actually stay with you. Now, when you have the Page of Pentacles, this is all about the communication, talking it over, you know, discuss your fears and anxieties with them, talk about the security that you need, whatever it is. You know, if this person is maybe doing something that's making you feel uncomfortable, or whatever, it's time to, you know, speak up about that and let them know. Take it easy. Don't just pounce or have this big like intervention type conversation with them. You know, just little topics, baby steps, bring it up. Because like I said, I know that this is a relationship that's very important to you. You just have to be able to relax. So you know, there's an anniversary coming up. There's something coming up, type of celebration that, you know, you want to look into the future and have many more of these experiences with this person. And when you get to the point of anniversaries, you kind of feel like you know this person well enough. But if you've been controlling every little move that they make, you might as well just be in a relationship with yourself, because you're trying to mold them into acting and feeling and believing the way that you would act in a particular situation. And you know, loving them, you allow that free self-expression. That's what unconditional love is about. It's not about being in a relationship where, you know, they're running off doing all kinds of things that would disrespect you or whatever. You have to have that trust in that relationship in order to get to these anniversaries and these special occasions, or, you know, even an engagement or something is possible in your future. But the two of you have got to come to, you know, this agreement where you respect them, they respect you. Basically, even though this person may behave and react differently than you, you know, everybody has their own love styles, you know, and this is old and it's boring, but it's always helpful if you do discover your own love style, or have your partner you know, take a little test with you for like a little fun night at home and something. And, you know, that will even help open up those lines of communication where the two of you can relate on a more even platform. Okay, now ending the reading with the Lovers card. Definitely the Lovers is exactly where you guys are headed. These are very beautiful cards for you to have. Okay, you've got communication, understanding, and that balance. You have the two of you coming together to create this love, this opening, and you could have very, very many more celebrations and anniversaries coming because of that. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and read these oracle cards for you, and I'm gonna pull from the Doreen Virtue, Romance Angels. Yeah, I know that she's kind of released something where she's asked people not to use them anymore. She created these cards and they work and people love them. Just because her beliefs have changed, these cards are still very powerful and they still reflect, you know, a lot of what people are feeling and going through. All right, so I'm going to pull 3 of these for you. Okay. All right, the first one that fell out said religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so yeah, like we were talking about with that King of Pentacles early in your Celtic Cross reading, the way you were raised and the way that you saw things and the examples you saw, or even your religious beliefs about how things should be. Yeah, this is very influential for you right now. Now, the second card that fell out is your feelings are real and worth exploring. This is called romantic feelings. So with this card, it lets you know that, you know, yeah, you are valid in trying to, you know, make things work the way that you want. Of course, that's your ideal, but open up and explore different methods of doing things and feeling things, and trying to understand the way that your partner expresses themselves. Okay, so the last card says, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So definitely with that Queen of Swords, drawing those boundaries with yourself, cutting ties with those chains and those burdens, and trying to influence and have your partner feel and act and relate to you in a specific way. Yeah, you have to decide, is it worth it to try to continue to control this person and how they act in a relationship, or allow them the expression, because you may find very great joy in allowing this person to be themselves. All right, and now I'm going to pull from Crystal Angels, and you know, I feel like I keep saying this, but really it's just been in each of the readings that I've done. So yeah, I used to own the Crystal Angels decks years and years ago, and they quit making them. And I went to reorder, and look how tiny they are. But when I reordered, I didn't get what I expected. I didn't get the full-size card, and also they have this holographic finish. So yeah, see, you guys can hardly read that. So what I will do is, after I shuffle, the Crystal Angels gives you a message and a crystal that you can use and keep with you to help with your intuition, and to help draw certain feelings and emotions and understanding, you know, whatever the properties of that particular crystal is. Now this card came out, and I'm gonna read it, and it says turquoise. All right, see, I love turquoise, and I'll talk about turquoise in a minute. Okay, so it's great for your throat chakra. So this whole reading has been about you know, backing off on some of the verbal commands and controls that you have been doing in this relationship. Now it will help you better to you know, be able to express things the way that is optimal. Okay, now I'll read this card. All right, so it says your true beliefs are becoming clearer to you, which prompts you to make necessary life changes. Okay, and again, that's what this reading has been about, making those changes so that you allow your significant other the freedom to express themselves and to be themselves. And in that, you're going to find great joy. Okay, Leo, so that's your reading for July 2022. I love you guys, and I want to say thank you so much for all of your comments, likes, shares, and subscribes. And to those of you who have very generously donated to my channel, thank you, thank you, thank you. That is always welcome and appreciated. All right, guys, I love you. I'll see you soon.